the Barbarian here. Welcome to the 13th episode of our Railroad Tycoon 2 Let's Play. Hey, I'm in a much better mood now. Wanna know why? That's why! Look at this! Record profits. And all we had to do was reset the game. I mean, it also helps that we had a depression and a labor strike, but you know what? That's not important. What's important is we are rebuilding our rail line, and we started by doing passenger routes and freight services about the east coast side of the U.S. and Canada. So we're going to slowly extend west, and today we're going to rebuild here, starting in the southwest in Texas and central Mexico, and then work our way to the Midwest, including a brand new thing I'd like to try with our steelworking setup here, and then we'll eventually end up west. So got a lot of work to do. All I ask is that you hit the usual buttons, and we're off and running. So the way I'm working this is I am slowly... Ooh, we got an auto plant over here. Slowly building out our industries over here. Basically, slowly building our trains, region by region, just to make it worth our while. So last time, how I did it, I started here in the northeast, we went down south, we kind of snuck over west a little bit. So now we're going to focus on a small section of the map. Basically, for instance, we're going to we'll go up as far north as Omaha, Kansas City, Memphis, continue on with Texas, probably stay north of these mountains. We're not going to go west of the Rockies just yet, but we'll stay in Texas and the South Central before we move to the middle of the country here. So we'll do this at the slowest possible speed, and we'll move along. So let's see here. What can we do? Using our handy-dandy thing. Well, we've got a lot of gravel, and we got this. So what I'm going to do... Since there's no trains coming... Well, I'm going to demolish this for a minute. And since there's no trains coming out of it, what I'm going to do is I'm going to expand on this. There we go. That's a little bit better. There we go. We'll get it with all the fixings here. You'll see why I'm doing that in just a minute. Actually, I'm going to duplicate this track. Just because we got a lot of industry going on it now. We'll take it all the way to Lubbock. There we go. A little bit of a bypass there. Let's see. Deal with that in just a minute. There's a lot of gravel outside of Oklahoma City, and we need to do stuff with it. Okay. Where are the cement plants at? I forgot. There's 3. Perfect. There's one literally right down the road in Dallas, and the other 2 are in New Orleans and someplace else that I totally forgot. Mobile. Okay, gotcha. And there's one in Memphis, too, but we'll ignore that one. So, I was using these 2 trains, this one for hills, and this one for flat land. But I hate the reliability on the streamliner, so we're going to stick with these. If for some reason we get something extra hilly, I'll switch over to the big boy. Sure, it's an extra 110 grand, but for the hills, how it manages that, it's worth it. So, we'll pump out these F3 A plus Bs for this area. So, let's do 3 trains here. Try to spread these out and let the game move along slowly but surely. This one can go to New Orleans but come right back to Oklahoma City. We'll have at least one come back. You do demand cement. And then this one can go to Mobile, as I mentioned, but can land in Dallas-Fort Worth. Alright, so that takes care of all the gravel there. Let's see. We've handled that. We claimed this last time. I'm not going to even worry about getting industry here. At least not yet. Ah, there we go. Okay. So now we can come over here. Get that combo train working, and we're off. And now we can come back over here. We got cotton, wool, and grain. Cotton. Oh, we can. Perfect. I was wondering if we can do it here. So it looks like we can go to Houston and or Baton Rouge and be just fine. I'm gonna go to. Yeah, let's go to either Houston or Baton Rouge here. We'll go to Baton Rouge, sure. Feel like I need to spread this out a little bit. There we go. A little bit of each. I know that looks bad, but we'll get our money back eventually. And we'll send the grain to Houston. And Fort Worth. Ah, that is not what I wanted to do. Brilliant. Okay, so we've got that set up. Excellent. Again, we can't do anything with the wool, with the oil, until something comes along. We can do something with this. Sure. We using these chemicals or no? No, we're not. Okay, we gotta fix that. I think the nearest fertilizer plant's in Mobile. And the best place to send it to would be probably this cotton farm right here. This one right here out in the middle of nowhere. But the fertilizer can only be used at farms, so it makes sense. Alright, there we go. I suppose we could do that too. So there we go. We could have sent it to... Oh, I could have sent it here. Oh, well. I wasn't paying attention. Whatever. If I'm going to do that, I'm going to need to have this cut across. And I think I will. We'll send it down to Matamoros. As we now enter Mexico. Have that sent out for the ports there. Nice. Alright, let's see. Let's see. Laredo can send it to... How about Amarillo, just to give it some distance? Straight shot. Oh, seriously? I didn't even notice that. Oh, okay. What do we do with the fertilizer then on the way there? Are we going to drop this off? Uh-oh. I was not expecting this. Oh, that'll work. Okay, okay, okay. Hang on. I messed this up. Okay, so we got kind of an unintentional 2-for-1 there, but that's okay. Uh-oh. Alright, we'll start it down there. Okay, there we go. Fixed it! Yeah, I didn't even see that till after the fact, but okay, we'll do it. We'll deal with those in a little bit. There's an oil well there, but nowhere to send a diesel. Brilliant strategy. Let's see if it works. The Alco's available! I don't know. I'm not really sold. I wouldn't mind actually upgrading this to a large station. It does need a customs house now, by default. Okay. Now what do I want to do now? I'm gonna do something with this wool over here. Send one to you, Tampico, and San Antonio. Okay. Now, which one's better? Oh, the diesel train for sure. This guy. All right, we'll stick with it. So we got that one. Okay. And then one last one to San Antonio. I'll send it to Monterey. I wish there was an easier way to connect the Monterey to the rest of my network, but without, you know, this downhill slope is causing me problems. What would happen if I did that? Well, I've seen worse. Okay. We'll do it. Okay, well, we'll do it. I don't like the fact that we've got a large hill, but we'll let it slide for right now. There's actually an iron mine there, too. Is that still there? Okay, good. Just checking. Matamoros. Now, well... Let's send this one to Houston. So we have enough room for one more here. There we go. Okay, so let's see. Oh, that's wonderful. Stuff's just breaking down right in front of us. We'll use the cotton over here to get us some goods. So, one from Tampico. Oh, I left it on 3 on accident. Oops. Alright, we'll keep going. My bad. We're behind schedule, but that's okay. I screwed up. This one has to go to something like this. Oh, nice. Now we're robbing our trains. How dare you? I didn't ask for that. Bruh. And with certain Matamoros. Take advantage of her, let's see. Doesn't need coffee, does it? No. Okay, good. We'll slow the game down a little bit. I went a little bit too fast. Let's see. Let's see. Well, this needs a hill, so this is where the big boy will finally bust out. Busting out the big boy. All right. go. Send that one to you. And then I think I'm going to... Well, let's see. We importing coffee? No, just bauxite and rubber. Okay. The one from Corpus Christi as well. Alright. Lubbock does have that, right? Yeah. Okay, they do. Excellent. And we'll send the other one to Monterey. It's another big boy. There we go. Wait. Yep. Alright, we're good. That one's going to Monterey. You know what? Oh, dear. Look at the maze I've created here. This is just insanity. There we go. One more left in me, I guess. And we can send it to... We'll do one in Torion, I guess. There we go. There we go. Our coffee farmers are happy. Now, we've got autos to deal with, and it looks like we got wow, multiple options. Okay, that's amazing. Oh, I got it. All right. So we can do this next. Imported bauxite. All right. So we'll do another big boy over here. We'll get our auto industry moving along. Okay, so they do require that. Excellent. And all they can fit. Yeah, Matamoros does too. So that one we can send to Tampico. Train's about to fall off the map, or is it just me? Okay, there we go. So we got all that set up. Now we need to get our steel industry rolling. We don't... Wow, there's a lot of resources over here. That's insane. Okay. We'll be doing something with that later. We've also got over here too, but I'm not going to worry about that for right now. So we're going to do this... Oh. Not yet. Kind of weird how this works out, but okay, we'll do it. Alright, so that's fine. Let's see. Should we go in on that source of iron that's over here? I think so. Alright. Oh, it's over there. Ugh. Thought it was a little bit closer, but that'll work too. So we'll need a big boy for that too. Fate would have it, there's a steel mill right here in Monterey. And then we could send it to Mexico City. And then we'll send the cars to Guadalajara, being closer. Alright. I was going to kind of do the thing where I'd load up the whole thing with iron and just do 2 separate trains. We don't need to do that here in Mexico since the coal and the iron are actually kind of close to each other, believe it or not. That's very convenient in sort of a way, but this is like the only spot of the whole map where that works out. Which is kind of funny. I really wish there was a bauxite mine closer to home. Oh, there's also another one over here. I know, we're struggling to catch up on that. If there was one thing that reset, one problem it caused, it's the fact that we're struggling to catch up here. Oh, there's another one in San Antonio. Okay. I don't know where to send it to. Oh well. Let's see. Like, I'm looking around and I don't really see anywhere else to send it to. Alright. Let's stay in Mexico here. See if there's anything else we could use. Oh, there's a lot of passengers still. There's a cattle thing. Okay. We'll do the cattle. How about that? Okay, that takes care of that. So we can send the cotton to Guadalajara. We'll send it to Aka. Well, yeah, I didn't equip it to go over hills, so it's going to have to go there. Okay. There we go. Got a lot of bauxite, and I guess Monterey will be the site for this. So we need a big boy. Well, yeah, we'll do that. Send that to there. We'll stay in central Mexico here for a minute. Got cattles. Mexico City and... oh dear. Uh-oh, I don't know where to send this to. Matamoros, okay. Now I can send it to Acapulco. We'll send this to Monterey. We have a bauxite too. I don't know where the nearest one is. Might all be all the way there. It's not really helping. Alright. Anything else? Oh, we got a ton of grain and some cattle over here, too. Alright, I see one. Well, there is that. Oh, we could send one of them there. So I really need 3 bakeries. 1, 2, and 3. Okay. So we can do something with this one. We'll need big boys yet again. We're now essentially entering the Caribbean now. So there's 1. Send you to Matamoros. Tampico to stop. Okay, so this one. So you go there, and then we're going to send the cattle over there, and... Oh, there's another aluminum mine! I totally forgot about this one. Ha. There we go. I wish there was one that was closer. That'll work. There we go. Let's see. A lot of coffee, but we can't do anything with it. Oh, there was one in Acapulco, too. Oh, well. Let's see. Plenty of sugar to go around. We have what appears to be 10. So we can send 3 out. Oh, that is coffee. I don't think that's going to work. Send 1 there. Send 1 to Meridia through Cancun. And 1 to Cancun to Bellamorpin. Okay. There we go. Fixed it. Whoa, 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 whoa. We don't want to do that. Okay. And then grain-wise... we could send one across the way to Havana. Take it. Pretend this is a ferry of some sort. And then the other one to Morpen. Okay. So we're moving into central Mexico now. We'll send it across the bridge to Miami. Sure, why not? And then Santa Clara to Havana. There you go. Okay, we're doing great. We have an aluminum mine over here, so we can actually do something with it. Believe... Oh, yeah, you had that. And it's in Guatemala. Okay. Need a big boy, because I think there's a hill there. There's a couple hills, actually. There we go. Where was it? Uh-oh. Here. Okay, I knew it was there somewhere. I think that's literally the only one in the area, which is oh, there's one in Meridia! I didn't even see that one! Where did you come from? Bruh. It just popped up on me. I mean, I'm glad you have it, but man, I could have spotted that like 10 minutes ago. Use that like a few minutes, excuse me. Jeez, I can't tell time. Hold on, if we're gonna do that, there, we'll reroute it to Meridia. There's no reason why we can't do that. Done. Let's see. Now we're moving deeper into Central America. Oh, the game is just... Alright. Revenue is... Alright. Well, the profit has started to level off a little bit. And that's okay. We seem to be doing just fine. It could be because of the addition of the dividend here. Alright, I'm going to freeze the game for a minute because we're sort of behind here. I'm actually going to upgrade the station, see if we can. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah, we can definitely do it here. We'll put in a warehouse, too. Since we got coffee, we might as well throw in that. Alright. Oh, that's from that station. Ah, gotcha. There's still no coal in this area. Otherwise, I'd do something with those iron mines. That kind of sucks. So we're moving in further, deeper into Central America now. I see some grain over here. I suppose. Okay. So I'm just going to freeze the game for 1 minute because we're way ahead here. Okay. Jeez, I love how Bluefields doesn't even need anything. Apparently the houses are all hidden here. That's wonderful. That's nice. Okay, we'll do 2. Let's see, we got 1. Ah, that's not what I wanted to do. Oopsies, just wasted some money. My bad. Stop it in Bluefields too. Alright. The milk, I don't think we can do anything with, although I did see a dairy processing thing over here. Alright. Might as well. Let's see. Yeah, there's some cotton over here. Oop. Not ready yet. Now we're good. Keep that port busy. I believe that's everything. Jeez, look at this. 3 iron mines, but not a coal mine in sight in this area, at least. Which sucks. Alright. And we have a steel mill over there, too, so this would have worked brilliantly, but nope. The only thing I can think of doing is we load up with a full iron train, and then we get multiple coals. Could certainly load that up. We could give it a shot. Nah, it's kind of far. Alright, we'll let it slide for right now. Alright, anything else in this area? No? Alright, let's move on to Cuba before I reset the simulator here. Actually, one more I'd like to do here, now that I just thought of it. That. Okay, so we got that. Wanted to do that real quick. Going over here to, the Caribbean. And then we'll reset the simulator. Wait, is this a coal? No, that is a bakery. I can't see anything. Ha! Alright. Oh, we do have that. Alright. We don't have an aluminum mine that's box mill that's closer, so that's not going to help, or a tire facility. Albeit we have some facilities in Miami, but that's not besides the point. The point is that we need to find a spot for this. We could do that. As long as this doesn't require, you know... Alright, I think I'm going to do that. So now we're moving over here for a minute. Okay, so we got that. Taking advantage of our coffee over here. Oh, I wish we could do something with this aluminum. That's kind of annoying me here. Do the same thing in Kingston, too. Albeit with produce now. Yep, whoa! Okay. We got that. Send it to Havana, I guess. Or I could get a little... Oh, Bahamas has one. Oh, okay. We could send it there instead. I'm doing like a second one over here, too. Okay, we can do that. Let's see. That should work. Spread it out a little bit and it should be fine. Or I could send it across the way to Tampa too. We'll keep it local. And actually... There we go. Spread it out a little bit. Port-au-Prince has that gravel pit. Does it demand that? Oh yeah, this'll work. There we go. Very nice. Nothing else. I wish there was one closer, but alas, no dice there. Let's see. Anything else? I know, we got a ton of aluminum, but with no convenient ones, that's not going to help us. Do we have any more excess capacity for that? Got some of it in Jacksonville, okay. Oh, you don't even demand it. Okay, we'll get rid of it. There we go, resupplying that. I know Kingston has almost one too, but we didn't get it. That's fine. Alright, before I restart the game, is there anything else here in the Caribbean that's fine? Or are we looking good? Okay. Alright, well, so we're good here. So we're gonna move to the Midwest really quick. And then that should be it. So this is where we kind of draw the dividing line, and I'm gonna say the Mississippi is probably where we're not gonna go west of for right now. So let's see what we got. I'm gonna upgrade this to a large and see what happens. Hold on. Oh man, yes, there we go. I love the sound of that. Give it everything here. Okay, I guess we can start in Saginaw. Junction, that is. All our things over here too. Is there anything that has both? That's kind of a priority here. I think Buffalo has both. Yeah, Buffalo has both. Alright. Detroit will act as an intermediary. Pfft, nice! I just messed that up. My bad. I'm not going to go ADD and fix that. Do 2 more there. Alright, and then Grand Rapids to Indianapolis. Okay, there we go. That's all set. Let's see what else we got running around here. There's plenty to get at. Oh, this station just exists just to exist. Okay. Akron's got some cattle. And send it to Indianapolis and Pittsburgh, respectively. I'm going to send this to Buffalo. And then this can just go straight to Indianapolis and back. Okay, that took care of that. Hold up. Does anyone see what I see? Anyone? Anyone? Oh boy, I think we just hit the jackpot. Oh, you know I gotta do something with this. Holy bleep. Oh my god. Yes, this is like Christmas to me right here. You know I have to claim this. You know I have to claim this. This is like instant steel production right here. I've been waiting for something like this. Okay, I screwed up and gave it a heavy grade, but I don't care. I mean, I'll take the 4.6. Fine, whatever. I don't know where I'm sending it to. Sure, Columbus. Okay, that's fine. There we go. Okay, we did it. We can send this to Columbus. I just wonder... I think the steel production would be better suited off to Indianapolis. Alright, we can send it to Pittsburgh nearby. Just need to find another port that's providing us rubber. That's the problem here. I need another port here. That's the problem. Thunder Bay. Okay, yeah, we got something. Or I could... Well, if that's the case, we can send direct it to Chicago instead. There's an auto plant down there that we could utilize. I'd rather the steel go for that than anything else. So here's what we're gonna do. Nah, there's not really any hills we're encountering here. Alright, where is it? So we send it to there. Columbus, Chicago, and then back to Pittsburgh. Instant Steel, autos, and Pittsburgh will accept. I saw one in Thunder Bay, but I don't know where the nearest tire facility plant is. Well, that's cruel. Fort Wayne it is, which is literally not too far off the beaten path. Oh, good, they accept autos there. Oh, this will work out brilliantly. Okay, that worked out unbelievably brilliantly. Too bad there's no other nearby iron sources like that. We couldn't ask for a better position even if we tried here, so that helps a ton. I'll deal with the coal production after the fact, though. We still got to deal with that. We got a ton of grain over here, but that could just be because I haven't used it in a while. Columbus, too, we'll do it to Peoria just to get some distance here. Okay. We'll do that to Columbus, and we'll do Erie instead. Cincinnati will be the stop here. Okay, we got that done. We got one in Cincinnati, so I'll send that to Erie too. Which means I'm now going to need to reroute that. Whoop-de-doo. Yeah, we'll reroute it to Indianapolis. Sure. Why not? Okay, and Fort Wayne has one too. Ah, double bonus for Fort Wayne. Send one to Columbus. And back. And then the other one can go to Saginaw or Grand Rapids. Grand Rapids. And end up in Saginaw. Okay, that works. We are just moving along. Whoa! We haven't had one of those in a while, but there's probably a good reason for that. Excuse you, game. That was kind of rude. You didn't have to frickin' scare me like that. Good lord. Oh my god. Okay, so this is how crazy the game is. We have so much oh my god, they're like... the cities are merging into each other! I just noticed that. That's actually kind of funny, how the cities are just like casually merging into each other. Like, no big deal. Okay, we gotta do something with this. No big deal. Just the cities like casually merging into each other. I think everything will be fine. Alright, we're gonna do something with this milk. Let's see here. The milk isn't really producing as much, which is kind of an issue. We'll deal with that some other time. We'll stick to the Midwest. We're not going to go into Canada just yet. We're also not going to go anywhere east of Minneapolis, St. Paul, so probably west of the Mississippi. We're going to east. We're going to stay. Ugh, excuse me. So let's see. Peoria to La Crosse. Sure. Seriously? We can do that? Aw, game, I don't know why you're... Let me see if I can get this chemical plant here. Hold on. It will not let me get at it. Which kind of stinks. I just want the chemical plant. I don't really care about anything else. It's still got the coffee thing, but that's besides the point. Oh, we need liquid storage for it, too. Look, I just wanted the chemical plant so I can get it to Peoria, and then... Fort Wayne would be a good spot for it, too, not for nothing. There we go. That is just silly. Oh, we'll bring this to St. Louis. I'll spread it out a little bit. Yeah, St. Louis to Kansas City. That'll work. You have to get a little bit creative here. You know, we could do that. I'll save the grain for the bakery. All right. Since we already committed to that bit, I might as well. Oh, I thought I was just going to say. And we could send the one in Des Moines to Indianapolis. Whoop, no, there we go. Okay, now we're I know Des Moines is kind of not too far, not past where I said we would go, but who cares? Technicalities. Okay. There we go. We'll throw in some extra passengers too, because why not? One in MSP. Hey, no robberies. I didn't say you could do that. Bruh. Thought we captured all those robbers anyways. There we go. What about this? Does Chicago have both? Chicago has both. Okay. But I think we can only send it to... Nah, we'll send it to Indianapolis, sure. Okay, so that's fine. I know we have a ton of grain, but it was kind of stored up in all fairness. So there's that. There's also that too, but who's counting? We'll do another one from Fort Wayne to Marquette here. No, that is not going to work. Okay, never mind. Because we don't have it. Okay, I was wondering about that, but yeah. So be it. Okay. Deal with that later. Suppose we can go up to Duluth then. Well, we could separate these two. Send the logs to Fargo and Thunder Bay, respectively. How about Fargo and Des Moines? Send it to Bismarck. Fargo, and we'll send it to Des Moines, which has one. And then we'll hit up the paper mill in Wasau, and I think we're good. Make it a straight shot here. There we go. Plenty of trains coming out of Duluth there. MSP has nothing. You don't really have milk, which is kind of silly. This is what I'm talking about. We got all the iron up in here, but we'll deal with that some other time, aka next episode, probably. Suppose we could sneak on over to Fargo here. Alright. I'm not going to Omaha just yet. Boom times ahead. Ah, well. Love the sound of that. Never mind! I knew that was going to happen. Jeez, I'm such a tease. Anyways. Ah, it's like you didn't see that coming now, did you? Oh, of course you did. You know what? We'll do another one over here, but we're going to need a big boy for this, since it's kind of a convoluted route. Some hills. Okay, Buffalo Junction has another one. We're already almost halfway to where we started. From a train perspective. That's nuts. It's also good, but it kind of makes you wonder. Now I could send this grain to Omaha and Des Moines. Or maybe St. Louis instead. St. Louis. Okay. Sticking with just the Midwest, we're not going to go any further. Oh, we do have cattle in Lexington. I didn't even see that. Oh, we could send this to Pittsburgh, make it worth our while. Okay, there we go. Okay. Anything else? We could do one more from here. Maybe send it to one in Cincinnati. Once again, do more with the car trade, I guess. There's one in Chicago, too, but I'd like to hit up Indianapolis. So Cincinnati, Indianapolis, and back? Oh, we've already got autos going there. Alright, then we're going to need another tire train to compensate, balance it out here, if you will. Oh yeah, Buffalo needs them. Okay, there we go. As long as that port stays there, we're good. But yeah, we'll get that rolling along. Anything else? We have this coal mine over here, but with no iron nearby, allegedly. We're kind of stalled out. Actually... There's gotta be another port here somewhere that can help us out. I wish Sault Ste. Marie had one, but here we are. Man, oh man. Okay. We'll deal with that some other time, because I want to deal... Well, okay, we'll do one from there. Big boy, because it's coming out of the mountains. So let's see. Richmond, Pittsburgh Junction. Send that to... I guess we could send it to Washington, but then we'd be going in reverse. Let's make this one pretty basic. Hold on. Send it to Columbus and then Harrisburg, I guess. We'll keep that really basic and just do the tool and die facility. There's nothing wrong with that. It's just, you know, I would prefer not to do that sort of thing. So, it is what it is. And I think we're good from what I can tell, yeah. Any more iron just randomly show up on the map here? No, they're still all in the same spots. Like up here in the middle of the country, in Mexico, all that fun stuff. Yeah, then we've got all this. Got Cold War South here. It's just wonderful, you know. Alright, so I think we're making some good progress here. So I think we're all set with the Midwest. So I think for next time we're going to move into Central Canada and the Rockies. And maybe we can get across the southern United States. So we've got our network reestablished in probably half the map here. So... things are looking great, but, you know, our profits are starting to level off a little bit. I'm wondering what the heck's going on here. I know we're adding a lot to engine maintenance here and fuel. That could be why, and some of our passenger routes are beginning to max out here, but at least our freight is catching up and stuff. So maybe I might try somebody else. We could do Willard, but we'll keep our eyes peeled on that. So for right now, I'm okay with this. So anyways, that's going to do it for me. You know what buttons to hit, and we will be back to continue this rebuild. Peace out, y'all.